Hi everyone, this is Lorraine. So today I'm going to film my 3-week postpartum update video. Today I'm 3 weeks postpartum. I wanted to film these weeks like individually, at least until I get to 6 weeks postpartum, and then maybe I don't know if I need to film them after that or maybe kind of do monthly after that, whatever. But I just wanted to do them weekly, but I just didn't have a chance. So today's 2 and 3 weeks, 3 weeks postpartum. So I thought I'd talk about that. I have Graham here with me right now. He's 3 weeks today, and we will be filming his update video tomorrow. So that'll be up tomorrow, his 3-week update video, as well as I'm trying, hopefully my husband and I can film our labor and delivery story tomorrow as well. I might also get my mother to film a little bit because I did have my mom with us for the delivery, which was great. My husband was a good support, and it was nice to have my mother there too, because I heard that men aren't necessarily always the best support during labor and delivery, but I really got lucky with my husband, so that's good. But 2-3 weeks postpartum. As first week postpartum, I mentioned before that I was in severe pain, like where my hips didn't feel like aligned. I think at the end of the first week, I started to feel like they were back together. Now they feel completely aligned again. My pelvis in the second week was hurting pretty badly, but at least my hips were back together. Now, today, it all feels like good. I still can't walk as fast as I could before, but I'm slowly, progressively getting better, which is nice. And, uh-oh. He looks angry. He's okay. So I'm starting to progressively get better, which is good. But I still can't walk as fast as I could before. I'm still bleeding. I thought I was finished bleeding a couple days ago, and then all of a sudden more blood came out. So I'm still bleeding 3 weeks postpartum, which, you know, you want that stuff to be done because you have to wear pads and stuff, and I haven't worn pads since I was probably in middle school, and it's just a different experience. It's not bad, it's just different. As far as my body goes, that's the one question people always ask, is about my body. I think my body looks great personally. I haven't done anything yet except breastfeed. That's all I've done. Whole reason I wanted to breastfeed, I'm not like pro breastfeeding, I'm not pro formula feeding. I personally was formula fed, and I am really healthy, a lot healthier than most, where I never get sick or anything, so I'm not like pro anything. I'm just breastfeeding because I can. First of all, I can, and it's supposed to help you lose weight, which I think it has. And it's supposed to help build up the baby's immunities somewhat, which is good when they haven't been able to get their vaccines and whatnot. But yeah, I haven't done anything as far as my body goes. This next coming week, I'm actually going to start wearing my belly band. I think that's what it's called. I'll show you next week when I actually start wearing it so that you can see the progress of that. But I'm going to start using that. I really haven't cared about my body. I think it looks great. I'm happy with it, and that's all that matters to me. I think thus far, initially the first week I lost 10 pounds. Second week I think I lost about 5 pounds. And then now that I've gotten to the third week, I think I've lost maybe 17 pounds altogether. I did gain like maybe 27 to 30 pounds during pregnancy. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't know. My arms are getting real toned because my baby wants to be held all of the time. He doesn't, that's the one thing I'm trying to figure out with him, is I can't figure out, I can figure out how to soothe him and to make him stop crying if he gets upset. Like obviously there's feeding, obviously there's changing his diaper. There's just certain things, like maybe he'll have gas or something like that, and he needs a little help getting his little tummy to feel better. So I give him like a little, like on his legs, I push them together or up and down like in a bicycle kind of thing, and that seems to help him. So my baby doesn't cry. Graham doesn't cry that much, but he wants to be held all the time. And the things that I've gotten through that are wearing things like Babywearing, because if I set him down, maybe he'll be good for about 20 minutes and then he'll start screaming because he wants to be held, and then he'll be good again. But I don't think you can spoil a newborn. I have read a lot of things on parenting, and I take everything with a grain of salt. I just kind of, you know, figure it out, what I believe, what I don't believe, and I just base everything on, I just keep an open mind and decide things. But I really don't think you can spoil a newborn. I read, what was that, Happiest Baby on the Block. I think that's the book where he says that basically there's a whole nother trimester, and that the baby, because if you think about it, like animals when they're born, they can all walk right away. Babies can't walk or do anything on their own right away. So that's like the next trimester outside of the body. So I think that it made sense, like to really kind of nurture them and to make them feel good. Like if you look at him right now, I'll stand up for you. He is in a wrap. Oh, I should move back, hold on. He's in this like wrap thing that I really love. He looks almost like he's a little uncomfortable, but he's like so happy in here. But he's in here and he loves it, and it's like he's back in the belly, and so he feels secure and really happy in there. So things like this have gotten me through really nicely. Let me go back around. And like my Babywearing has been a really great thing too. So he likes the Babywearing, he likes this. I did have another kind of wrap thing that I tried to put him in last night, and he hated it. This one's by a company called Solly Baby, just if you're interested, S-O-L-L-Y Baby. I actually ordered 2 more of them last night because I'm like, this thing is awesome. I love it so much. And it's just a wrap and it's super easy. But I tried to put him in one last night by a company called J.J. Cole. And it's called their Agility Wrap, and it looked awesome, but he hated it. And I took a picture on Instagram of his face, like just it had a wrap and it had a secure spot for his head, kind of how you would like secure this part for his head. But he like kept trying to like get his head out, and he was like, he just looked horrible. He looked terrified in there. I'm like, okay, that one's not gonna work, but I might even try it again. We'll see if maybe he likes it. But yeah. He really likes this one. He really likes the Babywearing. Just things like that are really great lifesavers, because then you can use your hands. That's the one thing, like I maybe will get upset a little bit during the day, not depressed or anything, but like hormonal, like where I'll get upset a little bit during the day because I feel like I can't function as much as I used to, because all I can do is hold a baby, which is giving me great arm muscles and everything. But I just haven't figured out how to set him down, except at nighttime. He sleeps so well. I don't understand. Like, we get him to sleep. He sleeps in bed with us, which is what we didn't want, but I get him to sleep so well at nighttime. Like, I feed him, I think at about 11 is the last time I feed him before bed, something around there, and then he will sleep. And he sleeps in bed with us, and it's fine, and it works out, and he sleeps till about 12, 1, 2, 3. He sleeps for 4 hours till about 3 o'clock in the morning, and then he'll sleep again till 6, 7, 8. He sleeps till about 8, so it works out pretty well. So we get a 4-hour span and a 3-hour span. Sometimes it's a little bit different, but it works out, and he sleeps in the bed. But during the day, when I try to hold him and then he passes out and he's in my arms, I try to lay him down. I can only get him to lay down for about 20 minutes. Or if I put him in like his swing, he likes it for about 20 minutes and then he's done. I guess that those things can just be overly stimulating to a newborn, but I don't know. So yeah. So that is my thing that I've kind of been insane because I just want to use my hands, and now I can function. I feel really good about this. So I can like move around and do stuff, and my body doesn't hurt anymore, so I can like do all kinds of like laundry and stuff. Next thing I'll get to do is start walking again, which will be awesome. But I feel good. Yeah, that's most important. I feel good. He feels good. I keep him happy. I hate having him cry because we live in a condo building, so I don't want, like, I don't want to be screaming or something and the neighbors to like have to deal with it. So I'm like constantly keeping him quiet during the day. But we've been going on outings during the day, which seem to like just be better for both of us. So yeah. A couple questions I was asked, or if I was going to go back to work. I actually started working, not the first week, but the second week postpartum, I started working again. I am fortunate enough that I work with my family, so I can bring him in to work with me, and so I work not as much as I was working before, but I come in at least on Mondays and Wednesdays and work. And then sometimes another day I'll come in, but I'm at least doing 2 days for now. And it's helpful because then if I come in and I need to do some things, I have my mom here and she can help me, and then my one good friend works for us too, and she's really good with the baby, so she can hold him and help, and she loves him anyway, so it works out pretty well. What else can I mention this week? One thing that I thought was really weird, I haven't had it happen again, but like during the first week, I didn't mention it, is I was randomly hearing babies cry, and it was his cry. It was like not anybody else's cry, it was definitely his cry, and I would hear it randomly, and there was no baby crying. So that was something weird that happened to me postpartum. Another question that I have been asked is, I had mentioned before that I want to have children close together, and they said, how do you feel now that you've had the baby? I still want to have them close together. Even though like postpartum recovery is a little rough, but it only lasts for like 2-3 weeks, like you can manage. So I still want to have my children close together. I don't know how close yet, but I want them close together. And my husband wants them close together too. I think we'll end up having 2 children. I wouldn't mind having 3, but he says 2, and that makes sense because, you know, if you go to dinner, 4 people is a lot easier to cater to. If you go just anywhere, 4 people is a lot easier to cater to than 5. So that works out well. Clyde, what are you doing? My pumpkin, my little doggie's here too. And he's snoring a little bit, so he's good. What else did I have questioned? Let's see if I asked on Facebook, my Facebook page, and I think a lot of them are pertaining to tomorrow's video and stuff. Oh, the one thing that I think is really weird, okay, that's really, really weird that people ask you after you've had a baby. Well, there's a couple things with me. People see the baby and they're like, did you have a C-section? Because he has like a perfectly round shaped head. And so I guess that isn't necessarily like, C-section babies have really like good shaped heads usually, but he has a good shaped head. So people always ask if he's a C-section baby. They also ask if he's a C-section baby because of how big he is, because he was born at 8 pounds 11 ounces. No, he's not a C-section baby, but yeah. The weirdest thing that I get asked that I think is like kind of rude actually, is people ask if I'm breastfeeding. And it's like not necessarily people that are close to you that ask, like just everybody that, oh, are you breastfeeding? And it's like they're judging you. And I told my husband this yesterday, and then my mom noticed it today because somebody asked me randomly in the store, they're like, are you breastfeeding? And it's like people that I don't know. And I think it's personal. And I'm not pro breastfeeding. So I just think that I don't know. I just think it's kind of rude. And I told my husband yesterday, and he's like, you should just start telling people you're formula feeding and see like the reaction, because they're like judging. And so I feel bad for people because it just seems wrong, like how judgmental people are about it. I don't think that it's better to formula feed or breastfeed. I don't think it's better one or the other. I was formula fed, and I'm really healthy. I'm so healthy that I am able to fully breastfeed my child, and I don't need to supplement stuff, but I know tons of people that have to supplement because their milk supply doesn't come in properly or whatever. And I just think it's just the way people ask it is just so rude. So I just do what you want to do, but I don't know why people care so much about if you're feeding a baby from your boob or a bottle. I think we're gonna actually start trying to pump this coming week, introduce him to a bottle, and see if we can kind of do it like that, because breastfeeding is a tough job. It's like a full-time job. Every couple, I'm like, oh, what time is it? Do I need to feed the baby again? Because you have to feed the baby like every 2 to 3 hours, and that means like from the start is every 2 hours. So he feeds for about 8 minutes at a time. So basically I feed him on one side until he's fully done, and that's about 8 minutes. And then I will feed him again, typically about 2.5 hours later. But if it took me 30 minutes to feed or something like that, and it was 2 o'clock and I finished at 2:30, I would only have then about 2 hours in between where I wasn't having to feed him. So feeding is a full-time thing. If you have any questions about it, feel free to post them below. Maybe I can do a whole breastfeeding video. I'm a good breastfeeder though. I'm really good at it. My baby is a monster when it comes to my boob. You just hear him go, and it's just kind of gross. But yeah, I don't know. But I guess I should show you all my belly, but I really don't want to wake him right now. But I'll show you my belly because I'm gonna have to put him in the car seat anyway because we're gonna get out of here. So I'll have my mom hold him for a little bit. But if you have any questions, feel free to post them below. If you have questions regarding Graham, post them below because my husband and I will be doing that video tomorrow. So any questions about his 3-week update, feel free. If you have questions about labor and delivery, post that below. I am like an open book. I will answer all of your questions to the best of my ability and most honestly. So if you have any questions, post them below. But I think that I've gone over everything. I feel good. But yeah, let me show you my belly now. See, look at this wrap, is so cute before I go hand him off to my mom. It's like being pregnant again. I don't miss being pregnant either. Some people say they miss being pregnant. That was, I think, another question, but I don't miss being pregnant. And I love him the way he is, but I'm excited for him to get older where he can hold his head up on his own. But let me go give him to my mom. Okay, let's untie this bad boy. Clyde, hi, what are you doing? Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention, I forgot. I should do like a whole like postpartum essentials kind of video. I should do a pregnancy essentials video too. This thing is awesome though. But the tank top that I have underneath here is my favorite nursing tank tops that I've used. I'm not wearing nursing bras. This boob is full. It's this one that I need to feed him with next. But I have been using these tank tops, and these are the best ones. And you actually can get them at Target. They're Basics by Bravado. They're so nice, and then there's support in there like a bra, but it's got the little snaps, and you just snap down and pull out your boob, and they're just nice. And it's nice to wear something over them, because then if you end up leaking a little bit, because I leak a lot, and I've got leak pads in here. My favorite ones are by Medela. So that's another thing I wanted to mention to you today was my Medela leak nipple pads. I don't remember what they're called. Breast pads are my favorite. Because they have tape and they don't necessarily show through the white shirt. A lot of my other ones show through the white shirt, like the reusable ones and stuff. But anywho, these are the best nursing tanks ever. And then I'm still wearing maternity jeans. So, hold on. I'm still wearing maternity jeans just because I just haven't even cared. Still have my linea negra. That's my postpartum belly. I'm at 3 weeks postpartum. I think it's fine. I know it's like not what it was or anything like that, and when I actually try, I think it'll go back to normal pretty quickly and everything, but I'm not too concerned. Really not concerned. People are so nice though about like, they look at me and they're just like, oh my God, you just had a baby? But these nursing tank tops are so awesome. So yeah, I like them. And they have a little elastic, so they kind of like, they don't really press you in, but they just kind of feel like snug and secure. So I like them a lot. And then if you're interested, this tank top on top is by Free People. And then I've got my usual jewels from TheCurrentCustom.com. And I have a promotion code going on for the next couple days. I can't remember what it's called, but I'll post it below for you. That's it for now. So I will see you next time, or tomorrow actually, so goodbye.